On the gaming PC. I've run into some issues lately. As you guys can see, I have it up and running though. I have adjusted the LEDs on the 980. The issue I'm running into though has nothing to do with the 980 and the CPU together. The issue is, I believe my power supply is either failing or it's just not designed for stuff like this. It is a single 12-volt rail power supply, and it is 80 plus bronze, but it's also 6 years old. And it was really only designed for Core 2 and entry-level i7 CPUs. This is the first time I've actually used it with a higher CPU. It used to be running a Q6600, and then when I upgraded to the Q9450, I got an 800 watt power supply that is now in my sister's computer that I'm giving to her. The issue I'm running into is when I overclock my CPU, it crashes or freezes, one of the two, either way. It causes the same issue both ways, so I can't do anything. The other issue I'm running into is when I overclock the graphics card, I run out of power, and the graphics card ends up hitting a stall point where I can't overclock it any further, although that's not so much an issue because it runs too hot anyways. So there may not be an overclock video for this at the end of this week, next week, however you want to look at it. This upcoming Friday or this upcoming Saturday, we may not be filming the overclocking video for this card because I don't know if I'll have the power supply yet. The other question is, if I do with the power supply, I may also have a second video card. I will have to water cool it. If you've been looking at our Facebook page, you'll notice that the specs on my machine aren't exactly the hardest I could be hitting, but they're pretty close. I'm using a 5930K, running at, right now, 3.5 gigahertz. I was running at 4.8, and I'm running a 980 Kingpin Edition GTX. Both of which run great on stock clocks, but when I overclock, I think I'm taxing the power supply a little too much. It doesn't help, I also have LEDs and a water cooling system running straight off the motherboard, hard drives, although right now I only have one hard drive plugged in. I also have 2 disk drives because I'm one of those weird people that actually use my computer for more than just gaming. So yeah. I will keep you guys up to date on the build process. Hopefully next time I won't be using my phone for the video because, let's face it, this isn't the best quality in the world. But as you guys can see, it's all set up, it's running. Everything seems to be running okay. Again, at stock speeds, I can't overclock because it causes too many problems, so that's the update. I know I said I'd have an overclock video and review up at the end of this next week, but it looks like probably not, because even giving just a couple hours of editing, cutting up, putting together, if I don't have power supply by Friday, I can't do it. So, because I gotta have some time to overclock it. So yeah, I will probably give text updates on the Facebook page every so often. So if you keep up with that, you'll be able to keep up with what's going on. Other than that, don't really have anything else to say, so have a good weekend.